Hello students, today we are going to talk about the transfer of heat. This is the lecture of grade 7th, heat and temperature, chapter number 4, and this is its part 5. So coming to our point, that is transfer of heat. What is transfer of heat? It means the flow of heat from one body to the another body. Flow of heat, how the heat can be flow from one body to the another body. Suppose we have a body A and this is body B, that is come in contact with body A, and the temperature of A is 100 degree Celsius and the temperature of B body is only 40 degrees Celsius. Then we can say that A is hotter than B. So heat transfer only when one body at high temperature and another body at low temperature. So the flow of heat occurs due to the difference in the temperature between two bodies. The difference between the temperature between two bodies. That means, what is heat transfer? The flow of heat occur due to the difference in temperature between two bodies when both of them come in contact. This is called transfer of heat, and the heat transfer only when at higher temperature to the lower temperature, if and until the both of the body comes in equal temperature. Heat transfer until the temperature of both the bodies becomes equal, and we can say that when the body of A becomes 60 degree and B also gets 60 degree, both of the temperature of both the body is equal, then the transfer of heat is not occur after the body reaches at equal temperature. Okay, and this condition is called equilibrium. When the temperature of both the bodies becomes equal. So how the transfer of heat occurs? I hope this point is clear now. There are three modes of transfer of heat. When it place. Three modes of transfer of heat. Transfer of heat, in which the first one is conduction. The first one is conduction, the second one is convection, and the third one is radiation. In this lecture, we will talk only about conduction. So, what is conduction? When the transfer of heat occur due to when one body come in direct contact with another body. Recently, I gave you an example that when A come in contact with B, and A has a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius and B has a temperature of 40 degrees Celsius, then A is hotter than B, so heat transfer from A to B, and this is conduction. What is conduction? Transfer of heat from a hot part to the colder part. And when we take an example of same object, suppose this is an iron piece and we start heating from this point. So in solid, this is iron piece. When this part of iron piece get heated, then heat transfer from this part to the next part. Suppose these are the molecules present in the iron, so heat transfer like this. So what is conduction? Transfer of heat from a hotter part to a colder part of an object due to the collision of particle. Here you can see that the particle are very close to each other, and collision of particle of without the actual movement of the particle. Here there is no any actual movement from that position of the particle of the object. So this is conduction. What is conduction? The heat transfer from a hotter part to the colder part of a body without the actual movement of the particle of that object. So this is called conduction. Okay. Here heat transfer through conduction occurs within solid. You can see that this is iron piece, and conduction, the transfer of heat, the first mode of conduction, the first mode of transfer of heat, that is conduction, is occur in solid, and the between those objects, when they come in direct contact with each other. Firstly, it can take place in solid, and another is when two bodies come in contact with each other directly. So this is the conduction. And next point is, what is the condition of conduction? Conduction. There are two conditions. Condition. The first condition is the two bodies should be in contact with each other. The first condition is two bodies should be in contact with each other. And the second condition is they must be at a different temperature. I told you to give an example of body A and body B. So these are the conditions in which the first one is two bodies should be in contact with each other, in direct contact with each other. And the second one is they must be at different temperature. So this is the condition of the conduction. And the next is conductors and insulators. In this way, I told you what is conductors and what is insulators. Very simple. Those substances through which the heat can pass, that is called conductors, in which the metals are the conductors mostly, and normally metals are the conductors, but rate of transfer of heat depends upon the substances. Okay, in which wood is also solid, but it is insulated. So what is insulated? The objects and the substance through which the heat cannot be passed, that is called insulator. So these are some basic information about the conductors and insulators. And what applications the practical applications of conductor? Practical applications of conductor. The first is cooking, where the cooking pots are made up of good quality of metals like copper, aluminium, iron also. So why cooking utensils are made up of metal? Because metals are a good conductor of heat, and when we cook food in metal objects, metal pots, then our food heated and make quickly. So this is the first application, the first practical application of conductors. The next is copper tubing. Copper tubing is used in automobiles radiations to keep cool the cars, the buses, and the automobile vehicles. We can say that. Okay. The next application is in ACs, air conditioner, and refrigerator. Cooling coils. Cooling coils are made up of copper mostly. So cooling coils of air conditioners are made up of metal coils like copper, and refrigerator also, the cooling coils of refrigerator are made up of the metals. So why we use the metals as conductors? Because through metals the heat can pass easily. So this is the practical application of conductors. The last point is practical applications of insulator. What are the applications of insulators? The first is the handles of cooking utensils are made up of plastic and wood. Why? Due to the property of insulation, because wood and plastic are very bad conductor of heat. That means a good insulator of heat, just because of if we hold them, then to keep our hand safe from the heat, from the temperature. So these appliances are made up of wood and plastics. And the next is a too thin woolen blanket is more warmer than a thick woolen blanket, because too thin woolen blankets have a layer, a protective layer that trapped some air between them. So too thin blankets are more warmer than a thick blanket. Between the two thin blankets, the air gets trapped, and the air acts as a good insulator. So in our inner temperature and outer temperature, the heat cannot be transferred. So too thin blankets are warmer. And the last is, in cold countries, double glass windows panes are used. Double glass window panes. What is double glass window panes? Here I am giving you a diagram. That is, this is the first pane like this, and this is the second pane, and between this space air get trapped. Between this air trapped, and the outer atmosphere and the inner, our room's atmosphere, are very different to each other, and this air acts as an insulator. So in cold countries, double glass windows panes are used. Okay, this is all about this lecture. I hope all things are clear to you about the transfer of heat and the conduction. In our next lecture, we will talk about the convection. Thank you.